Gaurdas is again present before you to another Sunday program of ISKCON Coventry, the home of Sri Sachinandan and Nitai Chand. Hare Krishna. Welcome all and hope you are doing good. So this time, we are preparing especially for the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And with that mood, we are going to have our Sunday program this evening. To begin with, we have Guru Puja. We are going to take blessings from Srila Prabhupada, and with all his mercy and
Your
Guru
voice
Maharaj's
is
mercy.
very low, Prabhu.
Hari Bol. Okay, just let me.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol.
Yes, pretty low. Volume is
Hari Bol. Sorry, it seems like Prabhuji, sorry if it is just at your place, but yep. So I hope it is everyone okay for everyone. Okay, Haribol. So thank you for technical glitches, and all face technical glitches here and there. So if it was an inconvenience for anyone, I would like to beg your apologies. And to begin with, for today's program, we are going to take blessings from Srila Prabhupada. And as we go on with the blessings of Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, uh, with the puja, we are going to offer a puja to Srila Prabhupada. After that, we are going to uh, listen to Srila Prabhupada, because what best is to listen directly from Srila Prabhupada. And then we are going to bhajan time, and we are going to have wonderful kirtanias tonight doing bhajans. And then we are going to have lecture from Vedar Prabhu in glorification of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and followed by evening aarti, prayers to the Lord Narasimhadeva, and prayers to you all to meet again. Hari Bol. And to begin with, if everyone is ready and the temple, we can go to temple for Srila Prabhupada Aarti. Hari Bol.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sarma Vande Moe Savodhana Mate Vande Moe Savodhana Mate Bharat Pasade Bhai Baba Kariya Hari Bhaktiya hoite, Abhida vinasa rate, Bhaktiya hoite, Yahara charito, Yahara charito, Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu, Adama Janara Bandhu, Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu, Lokera Divana, Lokera Divana, Mahaprabhu Karo Daya, Yamore Pada Chaya, Mahaprabhu Karo Daya, Yamore Pada Chaya, Yesati Suti Bhuvana, Vipada Laila Sarana, Mahaprabhu Karo Daya, Yehamore Pada Chaya, Mahaprabhu Karo Daya, हमारे प्राण छाया दिव्याति त्रिभुवाना दिव्याति त्रिभुवाना कोई पद लैला चराना कोई पद लैला चराना श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पावना श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पावना श्रील गुरुदेव पतित पावना श्रील गुरुदेव पतित पावना जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद गुरु शिवपाद की जय जय ओम शिवपाद परम पूज्य केशव समधिवान दीवान जी इसको फंदा जाए जगत गुरु शिवपाद की जय इसको फंदा जाए जगत गुरु शिवपाद की जय इसको गुरु सत्य गुरु और प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि और गुरु समधिवान हरे कृष्ण और गुरु समधिवान हरे कृष्ण और गुरु
Thank you, Damodar Prabhu, and thank you, Sachin and Prabhu, uh, for allowing us to take blessing of Srila Prabhupada to continue with rest of our program. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Wonderful. Thank you. The mood of Prabhupada is to spread mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. We need to understand that what is our mission. I'll ask you all a question. Have you ever worked in a corporate? Yes. Do you know that the first thing introduced in a company to an employee is the mission of the company, what the company wants to achieve? We are in the company of Lord Chaitanya Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Prabhupada is going to introduce the mission. What is our mission? What is Lord Chaitanya's mission? So if you all are together, all are with me, let's go and listen to Srila Prabhupada, the mission of Lord Chaitanya. Hari.
भगवते वासुदेवाय वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुता पदकमलं You cannot jump over Krishna consciousness without going through the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And to go through Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu means to go through the six Goswamis. This is parampara system. Therefore Narottam Das Thakur says, এই ছয় গোসাই যার তার মুই দাস তাসাবার পদরেণু মোর পঞ্চগ্রাস. This is parampara system. You cannot jump over. You must go through the parampara system. You have to approach through your spiritual master to the Goswamis, and through the Goswamis you will have to approach Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and through Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu you have to approach Krishna. This is the way. Therefore Narottam Das Thakur says, Ei chai gosai jar taramai das. We are servant of servant. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction. Gopi bhattu padakamalayo daso daso dasanu daso. The more you become servant of the servant, the more you are perfect. And if you all of a sudden want to become master, then you go to hell. Don't do that. This is the teaching of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you go through the servant, then you are advanced. And if you think that you have now become master, then you are going to hell. This is the process. Daso dasanu das. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. So servant, 100 times servant now, that means he is advanced. He is advanced. And one who is becoming directly master, then he is in hell. Sanatpita charing chira. So we should always remember the instruction of Srila Rupa Goswami. Therefore, we pray, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitang Jina Bhutale. Our mission is to establish the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is our business. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitang Jena Bhut. Srila Rupa Goswami did it. He has given up so many books, especially Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which we have translated into English as Nectar of Devotion, to understand the science of devotional service. This is the greatest contribution of Srila Rupa Goswami, how to become a devotee. How to become a devotee. It is not sentiment, it is science. This Krishna consciousness movement is a great science. Jad vijnana samannitam. Jnanam me paramam guhyam. Jad vijnana samannitam. It is not sentiment. If you take it as sentiment, then you will create disturbance. That is the instruction of Sri Rupa Goswami. He said, Suti Siti Puranadi Pancharatri ki vidhi bina Vaikanti ki Harer Bhakti Utpatayava Kalpati. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for introducing us to the mission of Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And now, when being formally introduced to the mission, we need to spread the mission. And what is the mission? To establish bhakti, to establish Nam Sankirtan, to do Sankirtan Yajna. That is Yug Dharma, to spread the mercy of Lord Nityananda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And to do that, we are going to our next session, bhajan session. And mercy flows directly from Srila Sachinandan Prabhu from the temple. So Sachinand Prabhu is ready with Sachinandan and Nitai Chand and Jagnan Baldev, Subhadra Radha Madhav and all lordships. So, if you're ready, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, please begin. Hari Bol.
He Nath Narayana Hari, He Nath Narayana Hari, Jaya Gopal Krishna Murari, Gopal Krishna Murari, He Nath Narayana Hari. He Nath Narayana Hari, Jaya Gopal Krishna Murari, Gopal Krishna Murari, He Nath Narayana Hari, He Nath Narayana Hari, He Krishna Krishna Govinda, Jagad Madhava Mukunda, Krishna Krishna Govinda, Vasudeva Giridhari, Vasudeva Giridhari, He Nath Narayana Hari, He Nath Narayana Hari, Gopal Krishna Murari, Gopal Krishna Murari, Nath Narayana Hari, He Nath Narayana Hari. Sanatana Prabhu, Nityanandana Vibu, Sanatana Prabhu, Nityanandana Vibu, Dinabandhu Dukhahari, Dinabandhu Dukhahari, He Nath Narayana Hari, He Nath Narayana Hari, Jaya Gopal Krishna Murari, Gopal Krishna Murari, Jagannath Hari, He Nath Narayana Hari, He Nath Narayana Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Haribol. Thank you so much, Rosie, for wonderful Kirtan. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for wonderful bhajan. The mercy is flowing from the temple, although we can't visit the temple, but we can all experience the mercy. And thank you, Sachinandan Prabhuji. Thank you so much for taking care of our beloved Sachinananda Chan, Chinnam Subhadra, and our dear most deities, Radha Madhav, and our lordships. And now it's a home program. So I would like to welcome Ishani Madhvi
Haribol.
for our next Kirtan. So before we begin, just 1 second to technically set it. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for having us. With the blessings of all the Vaishnavas and devotees, I would like to start with the Kirtans. Please join us. Haribol. Jaya Govinda, Jaya Gopal, Keshava Madhava, Deen Dayal. Jai Govinda, Jaya Gopal, Keshava Madhava, Deen Dayal. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Keshava Madhava, Deen Dayal. Deen Dayal, Prabhu, 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 Deen Dayal. राधे जय गोपीनाथ जय गोपीनाथ जय गोपीनाथ राधे राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा राधे राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्याम राधे श्याम जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जय सच्चिनंदन गौरा हरि प्रिया प्राणधन नदिया बिहारी जय जय नित्याचार्य जय नित्याचार्य चक्र जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधा रस बिहारी राधा रस बिहारी राधा रस बिहारी राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जय सच्चिनंदन गौरा हरि प्रिया प्राणधन जय जय नित्याचार्य जय नित्याचार्य जय जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधा रस बिहारी राधा रस बिहारी राधा रस बिहारी राधे जय राधा रमण राधा रमण राधा रमण राधे जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे जय गोपीनाथ जय गोपीनाथ जय गोपीनाथ राधे राधे श्याम जय गोपीनाथ जय गोपीनाथ जय गोपीनाथ राधे राधे श्याम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा हरे रामा Hare Hare. Hare Bol.
Hari Bol. Jai Gauri Nitai. Jai Sachinanda Chan ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you so much. I truly enjoyed my. Sorry. So I truly enjoyed myself doing the Kirtan. Hope you did as well. Hari Bol. Thank you so much. And we have got wonderful comments as well. Thank you, Sachinandan. Thank you, Nitai Chan. And now we are going to our next bhajan by Alpa Mataji. Um, Meanwhile, Alpa Mataji is coming online. I would like to thank you, Damodar Prabhu, Sachinandan Prabhu. I would also like to thank you, Shani, for wonderful kirtans. And if Alpa Mataji is there, I would like to ask technical team, yes, there. If she's online, can you please highlight her? Okay, so for a couple of more minutes, I would like to ask the technical team to just let me know if she is going to be there. Otherwise, just in glorification of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I would speak for a couple of minutes with your due permission. If anything, I'm able to praise, though I'm not. So it is very auspicious that Lord Himself comes in age of Kali Yuga in the one day of Brahma, just once. So we are very, very, very fortunate that it happened just 500 years ago. And we can name them in the disciplic succession who are there to give us the mercy. So to begin with, it's a feeling of the devotees who truly are inspired to spread the holy name, the mercy of the Lord. And in this time, it is Lord Advaita Acharya. Lord Advaita Acharya truly prayed, looking at the conditions of Navdeep, how people were more or less materialists, and they were not actually following the process of bhakti. So he invented himself, and then he prayed to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to descend to spread the mercy. And he came, unboxed the mercy of Lord of Radha Madhav, Radha Krishna, of Gokula Premjan. And now he's here, spreading the mercy of Sankirtan movement, and we all are experiencing. And to experience it further, Alpa Mataji is now with us. I can see she's logged in. So Hari Bol Mataji, welcome to the Sunday program. And when you are ready, so please bless us with your kirtan. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ramo Ramo Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Gopal 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Radhe 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for the beautiful bhajan. And now we are going for the lecture given by Vidya Prabhu. But before we go for the lecture, a quick Radha Madhav and taking Radha Madhav's blessing. Hari Bol. So, Aradhya, and today's Radha Madhav is Aradhya is singing today's Radha Madhav. So, we'll begin now.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kanja Bihari Jaya Gopti Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Manatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kanja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Radha Madhava Jaya Kunda Bihari.
Hari Bol. Thank you. Thank you so much, Hari Bol. And now I would like to invite you all to go to our next section. Thank you, Radhi. Wonderful bhajan. And now we'll all enjoy the lecture glorifying Lord Chaitanya. So, what to wait for? Let's go to Vidya Prabhu. Vidya Prabhu, if you're ready, we are waiting to hear nectar from you.
Jai
Hari
Hare
Bol.
Krishna,
Hare
everybody.
Krishna,
Yes,
Vidya
I'm
Prabhu.
ready.
Thank you.
Thank you. Am I clear? Am I clear? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can
That's
hear you
okay,
okay.
because some of the people are coming on with this very faint sound, so just to make sure I'm coming across okay. So Hare Krishna, everybody. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gura Bhakta Vrinda. So, welcome to all the listeners and viewers. Thank you for joining us. And we have set the theme from the last few days up to Gaura Punim, which is in about 15 days' time, 15, 18 days' time. To focus on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Gaura Punim means the appearance day of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We had an amazing program for Advaita Acharya's appearance day, and that was like impromptu done, but wonderful. Then we had an amazing program for Nityanand Prabhu, very, 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 very good program. And now we're building up to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day. So let us glorify Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with one prayer, which most of you should know, but if you don't, please learn it. Is to praise of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Guru Tvishe Namah. And the translation is, oh, most munificent incarnation, You are Krishna himself, appearing as Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani, and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you. So that's a very a common prayer to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Gaudiya Vaishnavism. And there are three books describing different pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The one which Srila Prabhupada focused on was Chaitanya Charitamrita. And another one is by Vrindavan Das Thakur, that's Chaitanya Bhagavat. And the third one by Lochan Das Thakur is Chaitanya Mangal. So those three books gave a lot of lila of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without touching on each other's toes, so wonderful, wonderful. So in Chaitanya Bhagavat, there is a nice prayer also, which I would like to share. Bhakta Goshti Sahita Goranga Jaya Jaya Shunila Chaitanya Katha Bhakti Labhya Haya. And the translation of that is, and we should all, if you listen to the words carefully, we should all be desiring this. All glories to Lord Gauranga, along with his associates. By hearing the topics of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by hearing the topics of Sri Chaitanya, one attains devotional service to the Lord. And I hope you're all desiring that, yes? We should all be desiring our devotional service to the Lord. That's wonderful. So, why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appear? What was the reason for his appearance? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, we learn that the Lord is a personality. The Supreme Lord, Shri Krishna and Golok Vrindavan, is a personality. And he has desires also. So for the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there are two types of desires. They're described as external and internal. So for the internal desires, there were three. Krishna had three personal desires to appear on this planet. But the other one, the external one, is for others. So there is a need of others and the need of the Lord himself. Yes, so the need of the others, the external desire, and the need of the Lord himself, his internal desires. So we'll focus on the external desire, and that was to establish the Yuga Dharma. So we are in Kali Yuga, and in Kali Yuga there is a Dharma which has to be followed, and the Dharma is Kirtan. The Dharma is Kirtan. If I can just read again from Chaitanya Bhagavat, a nice verse which says, the religious principle for the age of Kali is a congregational chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Sri Sachinandan incarnates to establish this principle. So the Yuga Dharma, is Hare Ranam, Hare Ranam, Hare Ranam, eva kevalam kalau nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gati ranyatha. This is the Yuga Dharma, that to make spiritual progress in this day and age, we cannot do meditation for long periods. We cannot do elaborate and huge yagyas, which were for Treta Yuga. We cannot do elaborate worship, which was temple worship, which was done in Dwapar Yuga. Meditation was for Satyuga. We cannot do those things because our lives and the circumstances around us don't allow it. They don't allow it. So the easy process in this day and age is chanting the Lord's holy names. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to establish that. Yes, this is a need of others, us, the humanity on this planet. Now, he came to teach us, give up all these other practices you're following and just take up the chanting of the Maha Mantra. The religious principle for the age of Kali is the congregational chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Sri Sachinandan incarnates to establish this principle. So nice. And it also says, Kali Yuge Sarvadam Hari Sanketan Sabha Prakashilena Chaitanya Narayan. Lord Chaitanya inaugurated the congregational chanting of the holy names as the essence of all religious principles for the age of Kali. Everything else may be fruitful, it may be a little productive, but it's not the essence. It's not the main thing to be done. You can take a straight path from destination A to destination B, or you can take the complicated path, weaving and turning, weaving and taking a long time, many detours. But take the straight and easy path, To go to London, the straight path is go on the motorway. Quickly get on the motorway and then take it straight to London. Without traffic lights and pedestrian crossings, whatever. If you chose to go through the country roads and through other cities, it would take you a long time and with many diversions and distractions. Easy thing is go on the motorway. You go from A to B very easily. So this is the essence in this Kali. Lord Chaitanya inaugurated the congregational chanting of the holy names as the essence of all religious principles for the age of Kali. Essence of all religious principles. The other principles are not denied, but they may take you there, but on a longer path. Take up the Maha Mantra. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving you the easy path. The easy path. The thing, and the other thing, because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, the situation, the climate at that time wasn't very good. It says here again in Chaitanya Bhagavad, I'm reading from, says the whole universe was devoid of devotion to Krishna. The whole universe was devoid of devotion to Krishna and Balaram. And this is the key, this is the amazing thing. Future symptoms of age of Kali became manifest in the beginning of the age. We are just, in terms of the whole age of Kali, which is 432,000 years, we are barely 5,000 years into it, 5,000 years plus a few more into Kali Yuga. So the bulk of Kali Yuga is still left. And yet, it was felt at that time that the symptoms of Kali Yuga, which would normally appear at the end, were appearing right at the beginning of Kali Yuga. Appearing in the beginning. So this was shocking. There is another description of this. It says here again, further on in the book, that at that time the entire world was devoid of devotional service to the Lord, and people were engaged simply in materialistic association and activities. Simply in materialistic association and activities. People held various grand festivals for their sons and daughters, and they had no care for anything other than their body and home. So these are some of the things being described at that time by the devotees, in Navadvip and Mayapur. They were feeling the pain. They were feeling the pain. That where is the devotion and honor of the Supreme Lord? It was lacking. It was missing. It was missing. And I was listening today to another Lal Govind Maharaj. He was describing this in a different way, and it really caught my eye, caught my ear. And he was saying that things were really bad at this time, in many other ways. For You must realize at that time in Bharat, we were under the Mughal rulership. The Mughals invaded and they were ruling us. And they were not the most kindest of rulers. At that time, there was Mahabhat Gauri in Delhi, Hussein Shah in Bengal. So, and Gauri was actually a very ruthless in his ruling. Our dharma was being attacked. Our dharma was being attacked, and someone like Mahabhat Gauri, his objective was to completely do away with our dharma. Somehow or other, just do away with it. So there was a spiritual distress of the devotees, because they weren't, that even the so-called Hindus weren't following the religious principles or the scriptures like they were meant to be. But on the other side, we were under rulership of Mughal invaders. So it was a very, very terrible time. So it was felt that help was needed. Help was needed. And it was said that Mahavishnu and Lord Shiva, they prayed to the Lord, and the Lord replied to them saying, okay, before my coming, I need both of you to go ahead and appear before me as Advaita Acharya. So, we have this description in our Gaudiya Vaishnavism that some claim Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu, some claim is Sadashiv, but they're both. They combine and they appear as Advaita Acharya. And Advaita Acharya was looking at this degraded situation all around him, and he thought, I need to call the Lord himself, the Supreme Lord himself has to come to set things right. The Supreme Lord has to descend, and I will call him. He was bold. He was really bold in his praying. He says, I will make the Lord descend, otherwise my name is not Advaita Singha. So he was really challenging the Lord. You must come, So he prayed, and his prayer was very, very simple. His prayer was really very, very simple. It was described in the scriptures that, to worship the Lord and pray to him, all you have to do is offer some tulsi manjari and some Ganga jal. So that's what he was doing, offering tulsi jal, Ganga jal and tulsi to his lordship's, his shaligram. He kept offering them and beseeching the Lord to come. Then, and he's in Shantipur, which is a few miles away from Navadvip. And I assume after the worship, you throw the items of worship in the river, in the Ganga. So then normally the items would flow in the same direction as the river is flowing. So whatever the flowers, the tulsi, they would be flowing along, going towards Ganga Sagar, mouths of Ganga. Yeah, so they would flow there. This time what happened was that we went in the opposite direction. And they were amazed. Haridas Thakur was with him. They were amazed. What's going on? The river's flowing in that direction, but the flowers are flowing in the opposite direction. What's going on? Then so Advaita Acharya dived into the Ganga and followed them. Haridas is following, walking along the bank. And it's quite a few miles away, Shantipur, from the. And they followed, and they think, this is unbelievable. What is going on? This is unreal. This should not be happening. But they were so curious, they just followed and followed. And eventually, in Navadvip, Sachi Devi was bathing in the Ganga. She was pregnant with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Advaita Acharya's call had been answered. The Lord descended into Sachi Devi's womb. And she's now bathing in the Ganga, pregnant with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in her womb. And these flowers, went upstream, and eventually went towards Sachi Devi And they started touching her, they started to touch her. And, she's, when we bathe in the Yamuna and Ganga, something comes along towards us, we sort of we sort of do this entry to clear the water. So Sachi Devi started to do that to these flowers and tulsis, but they kept coming and touching her, coming and touching her, coming and touching her. And Advaita Chari Haridas, they saw this, they saw this. And then Advaita Acharya realized the Supreme Lord, who I'm calling to descend, is in that lady's womb. He has answered my call of prayer. He has been kind to me. He has come. He's in the womb of that lady. He pronouns. He's elderly. She's young compared to him. He's very elderly. She's young. She said, why are you don't do this don't do this to me. I'm like a daughter. I'm like a daughter to you. Why are you bowing down to me? Don't do this. Don't make me commit this offense. Well, that, bowing down. So he was so pleased that he had to bow down because his Supreme Lord was in the womb of that lady. He just had to, and then the Shantipur was where they are, but he also had some residence in Navadvip. So after that moment, it is said that he stayed there in Navadvip. He stayed there waiting for the Lord's arrival. It's amazing pastime. So that Supreme Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, appeared, got himself ready to appear, as I said, for two reasons. An external reason, which is to establish the Yuga Dharma for the age, the teaching and spreading of the Maha Mantra, and thereby giving everybody an opportunity to acquire Krishna Prem. Love for Shri Krishna, loving devotion service to Shri Krishna. He had three other reasons also, but there is internal reasons, and we can address them another time. But they are explained in detail in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So he stayed there waiting for the Lord's appearance. Now, we in Coventry are very fortunate that we have Sachidananda entire Chan on our altar. That Supreme Lord who appeared, who appeared by the calling of Advaita Acharya. Look at Sachidananda, so beautiful. And well done to the Pujari, dressing a Lordship so nicely every day, so nicely. He's on our altar, and I don't know no, there was a prayer involved. Haridas Prabhu made a special prayer, and the Lord responded, and him and his brother, they came, landed right here at Pull Meadow Coach Station. Nobody went there to collect them, buy them, purchase them. No, we had a devotee came here to the Pull Meadow Coach Station with his deities in his hands, and then the exchange was done, and they came to our yatra. We should be counting our blessings every day. Don't take this devotee, these lordships cheaply. There's an immense blessing on Coventry Yatra, and we can't fathom it, but it is. It's their mercy. That is, most magnanimous. Mahavadanyaya, Namo Mahavadanyaya. He's the most munificent, meaning the most giving. He's giving. And he's giving this mercy in Coventry. And it was so nice that yesterday we saw that devotees who have served the lordships, they are really missing them now. This lockdown is really creating pain, real pain in some devotees' hearts. And we heard one yesterday, in tears, saying, "I'm missing the lordships. I want to serve the lordships." And that's wonderful. So please, all of you should develop this intense separation from the lordship. You feel it, feel the separation, and then when the lockdown is over, commit yourself, saying, I want to serve them as much as I can, as much as I can. We should do that. So we are blessed. We've got these special personalities on our altar, very special personalities. I say, well, they walked all the way to Coventry. That's how I say. They walked all the way to Coventry. Nobody made some effort to go and get them. So we have around the world, there are many ISKCON temples, and most of those temples, the devotees who are serving the lordships will have some special exchanges, special reciprocations. So Prem Prakash Prabhu, I'd like you to try and bring in Sachinandan now, please. He's got a couple of wonderful stories to share with everybody. If you can just, do that, please. So around the world, especially, Mayapur temple, Vrindavan temple, the devotees who are serving the deities regularly, amazing things happen to them. Amazing things. So Sachinandan Prabhu, Hari Bol. Can you make sure Sachinandan is on, please? So that's sorting out the mic for him. And he's got a couple of lovely stories from the Mayapur temple. The Mayapur temple. And over the years, we've heard many, many incredible stories. There have been a few in our own yatra also. Are we on? Make sure you're not muted. Sachinandan?
We can't.
I can hear you, Prem Prakash, but I can't hear Sachinandan.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, you're on.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
So
Krishna.
Sachinandan, last week or the week before, you shared some wonderful stories with Vindu Rani. She
Yes.
came home and shared them with me, and I really liked them. I would like you to tell everyone else today those two beautiful stories concerning the deities in the Mayapur.
Thank you, Vidya Prabhu. Give me an opportunity to share in this nice story of Lord Narasimhadev and Sri Radha Madhav from Mayapur,
Can Dineshji make you louder?
which I heard from my senior devotees. And basically, it's not a story, it's a pastime of transcendental pastime of Lord Narasimhadev and Sri Radha Madhav. So there was a pujari in Mayapur who was serving Lord Sri Narasimhadev. I don't know his name actually. So I heard from my senior devotees, senior god brothers. So he used to offer the meat arati actually, offering bhoga and the meat arati as every ISKCON temple do. We know everybody, like Manor do and other Vrindavan Mayapur. So, and that devotee was so eager to having food again and again. Some devotees are like this. Some people are like this even some devotees. They want to eat again. If anything see tasty or good, he just attempt to eat. So that devotee was like that. So while he was offering the Midday Bhoga, Chappan Bhoga to Lord Narasimhadev, every single time he tempted to eat before offer the Lord Narasimhadev. So as while he sing the Bhoga plate, because Mayapur they made Chappan Bhog for Lord Narasimhadev, very beautiful Bhoga for Lord Narasimhadev. Bengali item, especially Bengali item. Saag, paneer, and mocha, sukta, mugdabara, every item, all this item is mentioned in Bhoga Arati, written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So that pujari was tempted to eat every single day. He didn't realize even what's wrong with him. He said thought it's okay, chalta hai. But Mayapur Narasimhadev is living deity. It's not only Mayapur Mayapur Narasimhadev. Even our Sachinanda Nitai Chand, all the temples deities, they are living deities. They are not just statue or murti. If anybody, any pujaris or bhakta, serve them from heart with love, they deal with the devotees, that's pujaris. Then Lord Narasimhadev noticed, oh, something wrong with this pujari. Then one night, the head pujari of Lord Narasimhadev is Pankajagri Prabhu actually. So one night, Pankajagri Prabhu got a dream. The dream was Lord Narasimhadev came to him, and Lord Narasimhadev was telling to Pankajagri Prabhu, you know, this pujari, my pujari, is serving me. He's not, something wrong with him. What? Then Pankajagri Prabhu asked, what wrong with him, Prabhu? Then Lord Narasimhadev said, so every single day, whenever he offer me the bhoga, he tempt to eat the offering before I have it. So because it is already contaminated by him, I couldn't eat anymore. I can't have them anymore. So from last few days, actually I am so hungry because I can't have them. This pujari, every time, whenever he come to serving me, offering me, he just tempt to eat before I have them. As Prabhupada said, nobody should even think should even. I will have this. This is so tasty. How tasty is it? Before offer to Krishna. Then Lord Narasimhadev said to Janadivas, Pankajagri Prabhu, please change this pujari because I am not happy with this pujari. So give him to do some other service. Then as long Pankajagri Prabhu wake up and he called that pujari. Pankajagri Prabhu asked him, is it true you tend to have this the offer before have Narasimhadev? Lord Narasimhadev, he said, oh yeah. He was very honest actually. You know, this is natural. Sometimes it's come our mind. Even it's not, he shouldn't, but sometimes come. He was so honest. Then he said, oh yes, Prabhuji, it is true. Because I can't control my mind actually. Because there is a huge plate. The cookman made, the devotee made the huge plate for Narasimhadev. There is over 20 items. So I can't control my mind, control my senses. I tend to eat them. Then Pankajagri Prabhu said, it's okay, but please do some other service. You are not qualified to serve Lord Narasimhadev. Then Pankajagri Prabhu gave him other service. It's a nice pastime. So Vidhi Prabhu asked me to share. So there is another pastime of Lord Sri Radha Madhav. So once, you know, in Mayapur or West Bengal, there is big mosquitoes. It's such a big mosquitoes. Everywhere, wherever you go, there is big mosquitoes. That's why they use mosquito net for Sri Radha Madhav. Every night when there is small deities, big deities stay there, but a small deity that's called Vijay Vigraha. So they moved to the bed every night. And they use mosquito net for Radha Madhav. It's pujari does. It's pujari's duty. But one night, what happened one night? The head pujari of Sri Radha Madhav is Janadivas Prabhu. One night, Janadivas Prabhu couldn't get sleep. He couldn't understand what's wrong with me or him. He was trying to so much to get sleep, but he couldn't in any cost. So whole night he just turned about it, there. So it's gone. But when in the next morning in the Mangal Arati time, Pujari entered to the deity altar, then Pujari noticed actually he forgot to put mosquito nets on Radha Madhav's bed. Then when Janadivas got the message, Pujari forgot to put mosquito net on Radha Madhav's bed. Then he realized, oh my God, why I couldn't get sleep last night, whole night, because Radha Madhav was disturbed by the mosquito. So Radha Madhav was giving message to the head Pujari. See what your Pujari have done to us. So please tell them to be careful. So that's why it's a nice pastime. There's many other pastimes because some there is many temples in this world. Most of temples, most of people they said, oh, this is a murti, this is a statue. They have no life. They are not living. But actually, it is a shastra and although Vidya Prabhu asked me share two pastime, I want, if you don't mind Vidya Prabhu, I want to share my experience. I never share with anybody. I
Bollywood,
want to share something here even with our Sachinanda Nitai Chand. Okay. So it's long time ago actually. I used to live in Newfield Road actually. So our Ram Lakhan Prabhu used to come to do service. We used to call him Baba. So Baba used to come to Pujari service on every, I think it was Tuesday morning. Because I knew Ram Lakhan Prabhu is coming tomorrow morning. I mean Tuesday. So I can come quite late at temple. I was sleeping quite late. I being lazy or crazy, whatever you can say. So in the morning, it's about around 5:30. I had a dream. The dream was Nitai Chand came to me. He didn't came to me. I was in temple actually in the altar. So I was trying to dress up Nitai Chand, and Nitai Chand say, "No, sir, leave me like this, whatever I am. So I want to dress up today. I want to dress up today. So leave me whatever I am. Leave me like this." I said, no, Nitai Chand, come on. So many people will come, they will see you like this with night dress. It's not look nice. So let me dress up you. He said, no, please don't be disturbed, don't disturb me, just leave me like this. So dream was like this. So suddenly somebody was knocked in my door in the neighborhood house. Just after this dream. So I just got up, wake up, and I opened the door. Then Ram Lakshman Prabhu is in my door. I said, Baba, who are you here? इधर क्या कर रहे हो? He said, जल्दी चलो बाबा, उधर problem हो गया. Please come quickly. There's some problem happened. So like, क्या हुआ? What happened? He said, our Nitai Chand, he's stuck in the base, base that is stand in our base. Nitai Chand. So I'm not able to dress him. I'm trying to so much dressing him, but I'm not able to dress him. So please come and do something. Then I said, oh my God, I just had a dream just before 2 minutes or 1 minute. Huh? So Nitai Chand came to me, or I just came to the temple. So Nitai Chand gave me message, and then I had a quick shower and came to the temple. Then I noticed Ram Lakshman Prabhu put their deities on the wrong basis, wrong base. What happened? Ram Lakshman Prabhu put the deities in the wrong base. He just swapped the base. He put Nitai Chand on Sachinandan base, and he put Sachinandan on Nitai Chand base. Then it was so hard to take it out. I spent 10 or 15 minutes to take them out. Then I put them on the right bases, and then Ram Lakshman Prabhu placed them. And I was so glad to Sachinanda Nitai Chand. Oh my goodness. And even I'm not qualified, I'm not good devotee, but Nitai Chand made me to have this dream about them. So that's why, we should not think this deity is, and there is many other pastime with some other devotees. I heard about our Vishnumurti Prabhu. Yeah, he had so many pastime with our Sachinanda Netachan and our Vidurani Mataji, Premanjali Mataji. They have so many pastimes. There's no time to share actually. So thank you, Vidya Prabhu. So this is short or quick speech about Lord's pastimes. So thank you, Hare Krishna. Jai Guru.
Oh, thank you, Sachinand Prabhu. I'm sure the listeners were really excited by what we just heard. And you're right, there are so many pastimes. As I said, from temples all around the world. And this is what Prabhupada has given us, an opportunity to serve the lordships, form a relationship with them, and then when they reciprocate with you. And I like the way you phrase it, they are living deities. Don't treat them as just static objects on the altar. They are living deities. And it's up to you to serve them sincerely and lovingly, and they will reciprocate with you. I just thank you very much, Sachinandan.
Thank
Get
you.
ready for the Aarti now, okay? Get ready for the Aarti in 2 minutes' time. So I hope this is the beginning of a lovely period of building up to Gaurav Purnima. And I pulled in the Pujari there because I wanted to make that point that our deities are very special. Sachinanda Chan are very special. Gaur Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming is very special. Not only coming, descending from the spiritual world to the earthly planet, but also coming from Israel to Coventry. These are very special. They're very special deities. Take them seriously. And develop your love and attachment for them, and great things will happen. Great things will happen. So Hare Krishna. Hope that was enlivening for you. I enjoyed just speaking about it. We'll head for the Aarti now, but Prem Prakash, can you make me part of the announcements also, please? I have a few things to say, okay?
Absolutely, Prabhuji. So
All right.
when it comes to announcement, I'll hand over to you. Haribol. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for amazing pastimes. Both Lord Sachinanda Chan, Gauranathai, and all the amazing deities. We have goosebumps when we hear them. So it's such an amazing pastime. We can hear them all day. But somehow we have less time now. So we will enjoy Sankirtan movement, what Lord has given us. The Aarti, we'll have Aarti now. I hope Sudarshan is ready, and Pranab Prabhu and Satyamataji is ready for the Aarti. Sachinan Prabhuji is ready as well. So we'll proceed with the Aarti session. Thank you so much, Vidya Prabhu, for amazing, powerful class. Some of the things I never heard.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Sachinandana Jaya Nitai Jaya Sachinandana Kiba Jaya Jaya Gora Tande Ayo Kiba Sho Kiba Jaya Jaya আছে গৌরাচার্য সিংহাসনে আছে আরতি করে না ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবতারে নরহরি আশি করি আমার ভুলায়া সঞ্জয়া মুকুন্দা কৌশলিকা সঞ্জয়া শঙ্খ ভজে কণ্ঠ ভজে বরকরতারা শঙ্খ ভজে মধুরামে গঙ্গা পরমরসারা শঙ্খা বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে মাধুর বাজে শঙ্খা ঘণ্টা শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে মাধুর বাজে শঙ্খ বাজে Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol, Hari bol. Bahu koti chandradini vadhana ujjvala. Bahu koti chandradini vadhana ujjvala. Gala jese gala kore dana mala. Shiva Sukha Tanadha Bhadada Shiva Sukha Tanadha Bhagati Vinodhare Gaurara Sapada Manalo bharange Gaurange Ramana Chitobha Jagajana Manalo bharange Ramana Chitobha Jagajana Jagajana Manalo Manalova Nidalor Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanande Namayo Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Vasatyade Sada Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Jaya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jai Radha Shivani Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Jaya Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radhe Jaya Jaya Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radhe Jaya Radha Sham Sundar Radha Sham Sundar Radhe Jaya Giriraj, Jaya Giriraj, Giriraj, Jaya Giriraj, Jaya Madhusudan, Jaya Madhusudan, Madhusudan, Jaya Madhusudan, Madhusudan, Jaya Madhusudan, Jaya Marima, 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 Jaya Marima, Jaya Marima, Jaya Radha Raman, Radha Raman, Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Sham Sundar, Jai Jagannath. Jai Baladev, Jai Subhadra, Jai Maharani, Jai Subhadra. Jai Satchidananda Gaura Hari, Vishnu Priya Karadhara Radhiya Bihari. Gaura Gaura Hari Gaura 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 Hari Gaura Gaura Hari Gaura Bihari Gaura Hari Nandya Bihari Gaura Hari Jai 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 Nita Jai Jai Nita Jai 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 Nita Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya 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 Gurudev 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 Jaya Gurudev I got three boys, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय साक्षात वैराग्य मंत्री श्रील गौर किशोर दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय सच्चिद आनंद श्रील भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर महाराज की जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय श्री रूप श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास सर्व स्वामी की जय नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय श्री श्री सच्चिदानंद निताय चांद की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय श्री श्री राधा गोकुलानंद राधा माधव राधा रमन भगवान की जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय मधुसूदन महाराज की जय मणिमा महाराज की जय सुदर्शन महाराज की जय ISKCON Coventry की जय परम आराध्य पतित पावन शिला गुरु महाराज की जय जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गौर ब्रह्मानंदे all वरिष्ठ दासिंग devotees all वरिष्ठ दासिंग devotees all वरिष्ठ दासिंग devotees all glories to शिला प्रभुपाद and गुरु महाराज की जय गौरांग
Hari Bol. Thank you so much for such an amazing Kirtan. And after so long, I'm just thinking that now Sachin and Tachan are able to hear Kirtan in temple during Aarti, of course. Otherwise, Sachin and Prabhu would be singing for them all the time. It's wonderful. We are just overflowing with ecstasy at the moment. We all feel that we are in the temple room. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Sudarshan Prabhu. Thank you so much, Pranab Prabhu, Satya Mataji. We can't hear Titiksha, so I was surprised with Titiksha. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. So now we would like to go to prayer. But before we go to prayers, we need to make our heart strong. We need to know whom we are praying for. We need to pray for ourselves. We need to pray for everyone. But at the moment, some devotees need our special prayers, and being a Vaishnava who is kind to everyone. But dukhi. So we need to pray for devotees, and it's said that Lord's here to devotees, and so that's what we are going to do. But before we do that, I would like to invite Vidya Prabhu Prabhu, if you have, you will feel kind to actually go for the announcements, and then you can go for.
Now, right now, what I'll do is I'll announce the names for Lord Nrsingadev's blessings. They are, of course, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami, he's members of his care team, and other devotees affected around the world. Then recently departed souls, we have Ken Prabhu, my auntie Javi Bentang, and Kasturi's brother-in-law, Sardar Kamaljit Singh. So we remember them. Also, the devotees, other devotees, my own father, Prem Manjarish, Neelaban Shraddha, Vinod Manjari's father, Mohit Agarwal, Raj Rishi. Those of you may not know Gadadhar Prabhu at the manor, he's not well, so remember him. Mulchan Bhai Chauhan, Damodar Prabhu's father-in-law. Just heard this week that Hansini was tested positive for COVID, so her and her family. And heard yesterday and today that Kavita Bajaj, who's a good friend of the temple, and her husband Sanjay Bajaj, he's had a recent heart attack. She's recovering from some recent cancer situation. And tomorrow, our own Srimati is going into hospital. I think it's for checkup. But she rang earlier on and she was a bit nervous, so we are going to remember her also. So it's a lot of devotees we are remembering today.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Also, I think we also pray for the souls who just departed. Ken Prabhu,
Yes.
Sardar Kamaljit Singh, Sridhar Prabhu, Pram Prabhu's friend, Jeevan Bantak, and Tom Hopkins. And if you don't have any other names, Prabhuji, we'll go to Nasimha prayers. And today it's done by special two blessed children, Jack Krishna and Govinda from Milton Keynes. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Namaste. Gaurav. Namaste. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladadayine. Hiranyakashi Purvachana. Shilatanka Anakalaye. Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha. Yeto yeto yamitato Nrsimha. Bahe Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha. Madim Narasimha Charanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamala Varenaka Adbhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Stanavrinda. केशवद्रीता नरहरि
जगदीश हरे हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल 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 ओम विघ्न विनाश नरसिंहदेव भगवान की प्रहलाद महाराज की प्रभुपाद की गुरुदेव की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gaurang. Thank you so much, Jai Krishna. And thank you so much, Ravi Tesh Prabhu and Madhura Mataji. Also, we can hear your sister singing Hari Bol. Nandani, yeah. Hari Bol. So I can't believe you just, I mean, how you have grown in temple, Gaurang. I mean, and you are singing so nicely. And I like your tilak. Hari Bol. A lot of beautiful appreciations coming for your for Nasimati prayers. So, thank you so much. Hari Bol. Also, and now we don't want to depart with such a wonderful kirtans, bhajans, such a wonderful lecture, pastimes of the Lord, pastimes of the deities. Such amazing. What happens that when we leave, then we have this sweet memory just coming to our mind, just coming to our heart, and we keep remembering them and rejoicing again and again. But now we'll have to take leave.
Announcements first.
Yes. So before we take leave, we will. I like to invite Vedha Prabhu to make the announcements.
Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. We got a few announcements to make, please. So this coming Tuesday we have Ekadashi. So please refrain from beans and grains and pulses, and join us for the Ekadashi Katha in the evening's Aarti session. On Fridays, Mahashivratri. So we will again congregate in the evening program, Temple Aarti program, and we will glorify Lord Shiva. Ordinarily, we would be reading from Chaitanya Bhagavat in this build-up to Gaura Purnima, but I think on these 2 days we will read the Ekadashi Katha and then about Lord Shiva on Friday. The important announcement I want to make as a temple within the Coventry area and the surrounding area is that many of you will have heard that there's a census happening on Sunday 21st of March. A census. Census is a gathering of important statistical information by the government so that they can plan important community projects and support in the next 10 years. So census happens every 10 years, and this happens around the world. So it's a gathering of important statistical information which allows governments to make plans, such as which areas they should be focusing on their resources, where are they focusing. So we want to have a meeting, and we're inviting everybody to join us next Saturday at a 6 o'clock start. 6 o'clock start next Saturday. We'll be having a census meeting. Please join us, because we'll be giving some important information. We will have guest speaker, at least one, but hopefully another one I've invited. And the one I've invited actually works for ONS, which is the Government Office for National Statistics. So the reason we're putting emphasis is there is some misinformation about what census is, and people are making some taking political positions on this. Different groups want to make different statements, and they are missing the point what census is all about. Census should not be used as a political tool, because that other venues are there, you can do that. Otherwise, the purpose of census only works if you understand why they're doing it. And then it is not the real place to be making some sort of statements. So, please, next, we'll send out the details later to all of you. But please, I encourage all of you to join. And we're inviting other temples also and organizations around the Coventry area to be part of that. So for that reason, there will be no book club next week. So apologies for that. There'll be a pause on the book club next week for the census meeting. Otherwise, every midweek at Aarti time, which is 7:30, there's Aarti. Then after that, we read Chaitanya Bhagavat, and we all invited to that. Okay, and that's it. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, thank you so much. Is it Alpha Mataji? Haribol. Great. Everyone is excited about today's program. Want to join us. And thank you everyone for participating. And as we said, that the hardest part in our program is to say goodbye. So we would like to ask you, please join us again next week. And meanwhile, you can also join every evening. We have Aarti sessions like today we had, and then we read Chaitanya Bhagavat. As we are building mood for advent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we keep reading about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, so he comes in our heart as well. He takes birth in our heart, and where we relish his advent, and there's so much to connect. So I'll request you all to please join us every evening at Bharati if you have time, and also try to stay with us for reading Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Also, we don't have Sunday, this Saturday book club, but we would really like you to join us again. Taking your leave again, I Prem Prakash Gautas signing off. With that, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevcha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Hari Bol.
Sundara